It's called California's Low Carbon Fuel Standard, or LCFS. In a nutshell, LCFS is a state program aimed at reducing carbon dioxide emissions that come directly from transportation fuels. The program does so by imposing rules on the oil industry, specifically regulating the carbon intensity in such fuels.
LCFS has proved extremely effective.
Leanne Randolph is the chair of the California Air Resources Board, or CARB, the state agency in charge of overseeing air pollution and climate change-related programs across California, including LCFS. She says LCFS has benefited the environment since its inception more than a decade ago and will help the state achieve its long-term goals to transition away from fossil fuels.
Since the board originally approved the program in 2009, California has tripled the quantity of low-carbon fuels used in transportation and have reduced dependence on fossil diesel by over 70%. We know that we must do all we can to use our existing state authority to bring clean fuels to California.
And that's why Randolph and her colleagues on the Air Resources Board met in Riverside Friday to decide whether to impose stricter regulations for LCFS that supporters say will help the climate. But on the flip side, this very analysis from the Air Resources Board found the proposed new policy could increase gas prices by 47 cents per gallon in 2025 and potentially even more in future years. The analysis came to that conclusion, noting CARB's proposed policy could lead to higher costs for refineries, which could be passed down to consumers. But since the analysis came out, board staff have since walked back the 47-cent figure, noting it was never intended to be an end-all, be-all prediction of gas prices.
CARB is not able to predict the future, where it's likely that we will see different and unexpected changes in the demand for fossil fuels.
Still, legislative and congressional Republicans sent the Air Resources Board this letter, urging its members to postpone the vote until they can come up with a cost-benefit analysis about how the proposed policy could impact gas prices.
We want to ensure that we have full transparency and that California Air Resources Board actually lets California know this is the plan, this is what we're going to be imposing, this is the financial impact that it will have on fuel prices.
Bakersfield Democratic State Senator Melissa Hurtado and Fresno Assemblymember Esmeralda Soria also sent letters seeking more clarification on the impact to gas prices. And from the oil industry perspective, Chevron notes it overall supports LCFS, but it does have concerns with what the proposed changes could mean for costs.
Before something that is going to impact the end consumers is approved, regulators, legislators, and the public should have insights into what the impact of that is going to be. And right now, it appears that that is not going to be part of the discussion, which is a problem.
Nathan Wallace, Fox 40 News.